How's it going?
It is going fantastic. How's it going with you?
Good. Do you notice I'm not in my usual spot?
I did notice that. Where in the world are you? Carmen Sandiego.
I'm in a place called Waterloo, Ontario.
What? You're here in my hood?
Yes.
We should do like a live rant or something. We should.
Maybe that's what we should do. Our next rant, we'll do it live, like in studio, and we'll invite all the audience and the fans.
I dig it. I can make it happen. Let's do it.
All right. So stay tuned, everybody, for that one. In the meantime, I have an idea that we should rant about because it's something I keep hearing a lot of people asking about.
Yeah.
Want to rant?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm getting a lot of either franchisees when I'm doing like group calls with franchisees for people or franchisors trying to figure out how to help their franchisees connect with their community during COVID. Because like it's not as easy to go out and just do like a demo at a health trade show or, go and like bring your VR equipment to the schools right now and stuff like that. Right. So people are like, we're kind of stumped. What should we do?
Community involvement is so important in every type of business and at every time, whether you're going through a pandemic or a recession or the best of times or the worst of times. That's what's going to grow your business.
Well, I've always been so impressed with how you guys at Control V are so tuned in to community involvement. And I've probably said this so many times before that it's not even funny, or it is, but with my family business, M&M Meat Shops, community involvement was key. And I have a story if we have time about pumpkins. If not, then I'll save it for our next time we can. But one thing I think we should define. Well, first of all, because you guys are really good at it. So that's kind of why I thought it might be interesting to rant. So we can rant a little bit and like talk about some ideas. But first of all, I thought, why don't we just define a little bit? Well, first of all, why? Why do you guys get involved in the community? Because you guys do it at your corporate location really well. And I know you help your franchisees, you help them with ideas and try to inspire them to go do those things. And they're great. Why bother? Why not just spend a little bit of money on Facebook ads?
Yeah, well,
which are good too. I'm not putting down Facebook ads.
Okay, so we could get into above the line and below the line marketing and techniques and all that sort of stuff. But ultimately, community involvement tackles on the informative and entertaining component of the trifecta and not so much on the promotional. So it draws people in. In addition, it helps raise awareness of your brand, helps raise awareness of what you're doing. Sometimes it's good for the soul too if you're helping out the community and not just being involved. And some brands really need that. Some businesses need that. And your community is ultimately your customer base, and they're the ones that are going to come in and help you drive profits.
Yeah. So exposure and like a little bit of entertainment, maybe depending on the thing. But overall also just gives you credibility, right? Like, and you're just in front. Marketing's all about getting attention. So when you go out and do things, and now that's the thing right now, you can't so much go out as easily. So that's why we're ranting about this, but let's clarify what community involvement is, because what's the first thing you think of, or people will probably think of when they hear charity, right?
First comes to mind. We got to do something for a charity. We got to raise money, got to sell chocolate bars, whatever. It's got to be charity work. Yeah,
people automatically think that, and that is a component of it for sure. But let's clarify, because when you guys do your community involvement stuff, it's not always all about charity. It's also about things like cross promotions with other businesses, right? So there's like volunteering and charity type stuff. Then there's cross promotions, and even just getting in front of your fellow business owners. Like I know with my stores, we used to put a lot of effort into making sure we were kind of friendly with the different businesses in the mall, like the strip malls that we were in, so that they would just like us and think about us, and there's one more kind of connection. So it's things like that. Right? Is there anything I'm missing there before we go into examples?
On an individual basis, there's an opportunity for you to go out and mentor other businesses, get involved in online sessions where you can share your wisdom or your experience, your shortcomings. You can go out and do work, social work that isn't necessarily raising money, right? Like you can go help pack food hampers during COVID. Not everyone's always got food. Actually, just in general, not everyone's got food. So you can go help contribute that. You can go spread the word of #local, which Ryan Smolkin and Dean Blundell do just by shopping in their community. There's tons of stuff you can do.
Shout out to them. Wait a minute. Let's just give them a shout out. So that's super cool. But yeah, for all that, like supporting local, just getting the word out there. So we're kind of now getting into some examples. So I like this. Let's just talk a little bit more about this mentoring idea, because you kind of triggered a thought in my head there, because I love helping people when they'll talk about being in a job or something they're doing, and then they're like, but what I really love is this other thing. And I'm like, well, why aren't you doing more of that? Like, it's so good. Like you said, it fuels the soul. So are you saying then, like, find something you're good at, and if that might be like mentoring other people or just using your superpowers in some kind of way, but then like, how does that translate into kind of helping your business?
Yeah. So, well, let's say, for example, if you're part of a support group online that's a hobbyist or whatever of like building model boats or moms. I don't know anything about moms because I'm not a mom.
Yeah. And you never will be. Oh, well,
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that. I mean, the way the world's going now. Anyway, like, hopefully a dad, but anyway, that maybe we don't go down that path, but.
So you go there and you do what they do. Hey, I'm going to help you build model boats. I'm going to talk about the different glues and the paints and all that sort of stuff. By the way, I'm Robert. I'm from Control V. I'm a small business owner up there. If you want to, hey, you just had this like tough time in your life or whatever, here's some gift cards. Just come and play on the house. I just poked myself in the eye. Good thing I'm wearing.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Oh boy. No, so that's a great, it's a great example of like, it's really that's just relationship building, which is so critical as a business owner. And that's why people go out and they do networking in their community, just to get to know people, get in front of people. Now it's a little tougher right now, so you can still do these things online. And you mentioned something about moms groups. I'm hearing like Facebook groups, especially the moms groups, are golden. Like, there's so much trust built in those moms Facebook groups. So now for you can't obviously be like, oh, hi, I'm Robert. I'm in the mom's Facebook group. But what you could do and what people can do is
I could be part of the Uncles and Godfathers Facebook group.
Oh, there you go. Congratulations again on that. That's so exciting. But yeah, you could get someone on your team that's a female, or what I like to recommend people do is, if you can get, like, you know how every business you've got your like biggest fans, like your customers that they write you love letters and they just love you guys so much. Ask a couple of those people, hey, like, do you happen to be in any, Facebook groups, like moms groups? There's like groups that talk about kids' health or kids' activities, all these things. If they're in one of those, maybe ask them, would you mind talking about, Control V, not in a promotional way, but like at some point, could you kind of mention us, because they're going to have heck of a lot more credibility.
Yeah, spreads. That's how word of mouth spreads, which is always the most trustworthy form of marketing or advertising. When somebody you trust tells you need to go try this meal, or you need to go to this
right. Yeah. And so if there's already trust in a mom's Facebook group, then like that's golden. So
you can't be afraid to go out and do it. No, nobody cares what you look like or how you act or whatever. You're out there doing something.
Doing something is better than nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, one other one before we wrap up and do our awesome Go Be Awesome finish or finale is cross promotions. Like a juice bar. Go walk around and go into the gyms or the yoga studios, and get them, maybe bring samples or get them to do like, we'll give your customers this % off, and maybe you make them a little special card that the people bring in, like to come into your business. Or Control V, what would be a good partnership for you?
Well, we do a lot of birthday parties. Kids love to eat pizza. So oftentimes we'll link up with a pizza place, say, if you attach our flyer to your pizza boxes that go out, then when we have a birthday party, you'll be the pizza location of choice.
Oh, that's brilliant, right? So like, there's so many different ideas that people can do that don't require going and standing in a room of people and coughing all over each other and worrying about getting COVID wearing a mask. So these are ways that you can do this. There's so many ways. And if anybody is, all of our, 3 or 8 people that watch us, I think we're at like 4 now, actually.
Yeah.
But all those people, if they really want to know more, we're happy to share ideas, because we both are just full of.
Let's wrap it up.
Ideas. Okay. You ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Go be awesome.